Second, any question that bears on military readiness is a direct question. I'm a patriotic person. I would love to serve the country. I'm too old. It takes me 27 minutes to run 5K. I'm not qualified. So the question is not what's empowering for me, it's what's good for the national defense. And that's not the lens through which you're looking at this.
But Kristen Beck is qualified and performed heroically on SEAL Team 6.
Look, I'm not attacking Kristen Beck. I'm merely saying Kristen Beck was not.
Excuse me, you are directly attacking.
You know what? I think it's very frustrating speaking with ideologues like you because everything you disagree with is an attack on someone.
Tucker, you are.
And I am not attacking Kristen Beck.
You are defending a policy that would remove a decorated member of SEAL Team 6 from the United States military. If that's not an attack, sir, I don't know what is.
You are an extremist posing as a rational person. Well, I'm trying to have a rational debate, and you're telling me I'm attacking a Navy SEAL, which I'm emphatically not doing. Well, and you should be ashamed for using such a low tactic in what I'm trying to make a rational conversation.
It is a fact that
I'm
a woman named Kristen Beck would not be allowed to have performed her service,
as a transgender
which also means that the taxpayers incurred no health care costs associated with that, which is also a fact that is at play here. The fact of the matter
is why we can't solve problems, because people who yes, it is, because what you're doing is spewing propaganda and saying no, because I'm asking honest questions and you're throwing back dumb propaganda in my face and calling me a bigot.
I think you have to own the implications of the position you support, and it would mean that people who are serving with distinction are being separated from the military for an arbitrary reason.
This is why,
and it's wrong.
Okay, I'll tell you why. This is why the Pentagon didn't announce it themselves today. Because this policy has very limited support in the Pentagon, but they're afraid because of demagogues like you that they're going to be attacked for saying what is obvious, which is the point of the military is to win wars. And saying that will get people like you to call them bigots, so they don't want to say it.
That's my standard.
Right.
We want a military that's going to win wars, and the people who are serving with distinction are part of that. And by the way, they're earning those benefits that we're providing to them.
Right.
They're earning it by putting their lives on the line. And they're doing more than you and I ever will to protect our country. And before we go after them,
stop your demagoguery. I've had enough.
You know, when you're watching the video, the background has a name of the topic, and it says gender military ban. And this conversation with this gentleman just gets really frustrating for Tucker, because after Tucker, the opening segment, says what he says, the guy comes back and says that Christian Beck, I think it was his last name, Christian Beck, yeah, is a qualified Navy SEALs and performed heroically, is what he said, in SEALs Team 6, right? And Tucker's like, you know, what the heck? He's not attacking Christian Beck. They're talking about policies, right? So Tucker says, you know, it's frustrating talking to ideologues like him, because if they disagree with everything, then they just go ahead and attack someone. So like in this case, what this guy is doing is framing his response in a way that makes Tucker look like a bigot, which is what Tucker's like frustrating. Like, I don't even think I can have a continued conversation with him. But as Tucker tries to have a continued conversation with him, he realizes that when the guy responds again and is just sticking to his, you know, agenda and his on how he wants to skirt this conversation, Tucker just puts his hands up and he's like, "I'm done." He keeps on saying everything is not, you know, everything that this guy is saying is not true. He's not answering the question, and Tucker's like, "I'm done."